What's up, y'all? This your boy Chasey Trap, and I'm uptown Charlotte trying to ask everybody one question. What would you do for $100 million? Y'all stay tuned.
Brandon.
What's your name?
Deanna.
All right. So, if y'all had $100 million cash in y'all pocket, what would y'all do? What's the first thing you would do with it?
$100 million. Put some money away from my kids.
Wait for your kids?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you would do?
And then
You said first.
What's the first thing you would do, man?
I'm putting in the property first. I'm buying up all the land I can
There you
get.
go. All right, man. So, what's your name?
My name's Zach.
Now, Zach, if I had $100 million cash or on the debit card, it don't matter. What was the first thing you would do with it?
Personally, first, I would go buy myself a mansion out in the islands. I'm talking like Dominican Republic, or maybe like Malibu, something like that.
Right.
All right, yo, everyone go subscribe to Trap right now. If you ain't, what the hell you doing?
All right, so if y'all had $100 million in y'all pockets right now, what's the first thing y'all gonna do with it?
Go on vacation.
Vacation?
Vacation.
I donate half to charity and then save the rest and go on vacation.
I like that.
I'm buying a bunch of cars.
What kind of cars though? First two.
Bugatti, Lamborghini.
I fuck with that. What about you?
Giving it a family.
Giving the family? I like that. All right, your name is?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. All right, nice to meet you. So, if you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna book a flight to the beach.
Book a flight to the beach?
I'm gonna book a flight to the beach so while on the beach I can figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of the money.
You had me scared for a minute. Yeah. So, what's your name?
My name's Shanta.
Shanta.
Leah.
All right, so I got one question. If y'all had $100 million in y'all bank account right now, what's the first thing y'all gonna do with it?
I ain't even finna lie. I'm gonna buy me some weed.
You can buy some weed.
Oh, my mama. But then after that,
Ain't
I'll
nothing
make
wrong
sure
with
my
that.
mama them straight.
Make sure.
Or make sure they straight first.
Get some weed
and then I'll
first.
get some weed
Oh,
after.
okay.
Yeah.
Bet. I like that. What about you?
Bought 3 zips and save up for my college tuition.
Hey, school come first. Well, second, obviously, but that's good. All right, so what's your name?
Emily.
Emily, nice meeting you. So, got one question.
Okay.
If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you'll do with it?
I'll give some to my family. I'll help the poor, the ones in need, and I'll invest.
There you go. Y'all heard it from right here. Chasey Trap, she invests. All right, so what's your name?
Omar.
What?
Omar.
Omar. All right, cool. All right, so I got one question. If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you gonna do with it? The very first thing.
Very first thing I do with it is break out something for my family.
There you go.
Yeah, so
There you go.
that's really the first thing I do. Next is hitting investments, then we're going shopping.
Namisha.
Namisha, okay. So, if you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you gonna do with it? The very first thing. The very first thing. The very first thing. Not second, but the very first thing. Number one.
I would save it. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I would just look at it. That's the first thing I would do. I'd look at it and be like, wow. I don't know how that got there.
Wow. And just let it sit. Don't do nothing with it. Just not even try to flip it.
No, I'm gonna give it a day to make sure it's not a scam or anything. And then no, for real. I'll just look at it and be like, why do I have this much money in my account?
So what's the second thing you're gonna do with it after you didn't look at it? After you didn't look at it like, oh snap, it's mine. Like
Yeah.
the next day, what you gonna do with it?
Budget. Yeah. I
No
would
shopping? No.
budget. No, I would budget first and then I can shop. That would be the third thing I'll do.
Okay.
Is shop.
Okay.
Probably use a good 5 million of it.
Okay. What about the rest of the 95? Just sit.
Save it.
Just stare at it like you did the first.
Wow. Honestly, yes.
Okay. That's good. Your name?
That's the question?
Well, I gotta get your name first.
Bobby.
Bobby? All right, cool. So if you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing you gonna do?
Give back to the unfortunate.
Alana.
Alana, nice to meet you. So I got one question to ask you. If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing you gonna do?
$100 million.
100 meals.
Shit, I might buy me a house.
The very
Car. No, I'm gonna buy me a car.
Buy
my
you a car?
Lexus, I'm gonna buy my Lexus.
what kind of Lexus?
I don't even know.
Just what's your name, ma'am?
Cindy.
Cindy. Okay. If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you gonna do with it?
Invest it
There you go.
so I can make more money and more money.
Flip it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep name.
Courtney.
Courtney. All right. So if you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing you gonna do with it? The very first thing.
I would probably do something with the animal shelters, possibly.
All right. So what's your name?
Rosalinda.
Okay. So I got 100 questions. 100 questions. One question. What would you do for $100 million if you had it in your bank account? What's the first thing you gonna do with it?
I'm going to get a new car. I hate the one I have now, so I'm going to get a new car.
What kind of car you got?
Ford.
You know what that means? You know what that means? Ford found on road dead.
Makes sense. A big piece of trash.
What's wrong with it?
No, it's always breaking down. It's an older car, so it's always breaking down and shit.
What kind of car you gonna get? You got 100 mil now. Come on now. 100 mil.
Corvette.
A Chevy? Really?
Yeah. Ferrari. All right.
Come on now. Come on. Ain't no make no sense. I came all the way uptown and found my damn sister over here. She always outside doing something. Where the fuck she go? Where she go? With them ugly ass eyelashes on. Excuse me. Got a quick question for you.
What's up?
You want to be a part of my YouTube channel? Cool. I'm gonna ask you one question. Step over here. The fan is in the way.
Very late.
So, if you had $100 million,
Why are you talking?
don't touch me.
Okay.
If you had $100 million in your bank account,
Right.
what's the very first thing you gonna do?
Buy my mama house.
That's the very first thing you gonna do?
What'd you say? Say that.
The very first thing you gonna do.
No, say the question again. I gotta hear the. I'm not. These fans.
If you had, that's why I said move over
Okay,
here.
we'll move over here.
If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing you gonna do with it?
100 mil.
100 mil. 100.
How many zeros after that?
Just answer the question, bro.
Buy some land, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to profit some, you know.
Anything you wanna say? Shout out anybody?
You already know the vibes. 704, we outside. We outside.
Where we at?
Outside.
All right. So what's your name?
I'm Moselle. Maya.
Naya.
All right. So if y'all had $100 million in your bank account right now, what's the very first thing y'all gonna do with it?
Put it up. I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting going.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go out the country. I'm not staying here. $100 million.
What's the second thing you gonna do now?
Oh, that's the first and second.
Third thing. What's the third thing?
I might put it away. I guess put a little bit away.
Okay. What's the first thing?
Yeah, I'm saving or get a house.
Save. Okay.
Jason.
Jason. All right, cool. If you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing you gonna do with it?
First thing I'm gonna do is pay off my student loans, and then I'm taking a lavish vacation,
Where you going?
and I'm taking all my boys with me.
Where y'all going? Where y'all going? What city y'all going? Where y'all going?
Berks and Caicos.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Albany.
Okay.
I'm Shayla.
Okay.
I'm Olivia.
Okay. So if y'all had $100 million in your bank account, what's the very first thing y'all gonna do with it?
Pay off my student loans.
I would invest. Definitely take myself on a shopping spree and put some up for my kids. I mean, you know, travel as well. Yeah, I just want to live the best life for me, my kids, happy life. You know. Sorry.
Oh, no,
Next.
you fine.
Yeah.
Very first thing you
I
gonna do
would
with it?
definitely pay off my student loans.
So what's your name?
B.
D. What's your name? D. All right. So if y'all had $100 million in y'all bank account, what's the first thing y'all gonna do with it?
Invest.
Invest. Okay. Yeah. Invest. So what's your name?
Maryland.
Aisha.
Kaylee.
Okay. So if y'all had $100 million in y'all bank account, what's the first thing y'all gonna do with it?
I'm
paying off my
student loans.
Student loan.
I'm moving to another country. I'll probably buy a nice house and invest some and give charity,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's.
My name Tay, aka Do 'em Dirty.
Hey, do them dirty.
What happened?
Hey. So if you got $100 million in your bank account
Yup.
right now,
I'm leaving town. Fuck it. You want me to be for real?
100 mil, be for real.
On some real shit. Oh, can we cook? Yeah. On some real shit. 100 mil.
Crazy up here. Ain't it?
Anyway, it's cool. So actually, what I would do is the first $1 million.
Right.
That's blow.
Oh, it's gone. Out the
That's
window.
gone.
Yeah.
That's
As soon as you get it. Yeah. So what's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel. All right. So if you had $100 million in your bank account right now,
Okay.
what's the very first thing you'll do with it?
Buy a boat.
Buy a boat? A yacht or like?
I mean, if we go on a yacht.
Yeah, I mean, you got
go
100
big or go
mil.
home.
You got 100 mil, so you might as well go big.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's your name, bro?
All right, my name is Sinatra, Sir Sinatra, Cecily.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, one question: if you had $100 million in your bank account, what's the first thing you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna take about 10 minutes and think about everybody who helped me out, who did a lot for me. It's only gonna take 10 minutes because not a lot of people. And I'm gonna tell them, yo, just chill out, take a week off, family vacation, something. Well, let's get to it. We about to make it happen. Think about nothing but business ideas on that little weekend vacation.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I had a good time today. Answered some questions about what would you do for $100 million. Got some good answers. Got some bad answers, but hey, it's all good. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Trap3_. Follow me on YouTube, and yep, we're gonna come back out next week and answer some more questions. Peace.